Aloha! The race for artificial intelligence, AI supremacy, has become the defining technological competition of the 21st century, with the United States and China emerging as the primary contenders. As AI continues to shape economies, military capabilities, and global influence, the question remains, which country will dominate AI innovation in the long run? In this video, I will discuss the strengths and weaknesses of the US in AI research. Let's look at the strengths of the US. First, US universities and research institutions play a pivotal role in pushing the boundaries of AI. Some of the world's most influential AI advancements originated in American academia, which includes MIT, Stanford University, CMU, UC Berkeley, Harvard, and University of Washington. Many AI breakthroughs originate from university research labs before being commercialized. AI researchers from top institutions often transition into leading AI startups and major tech firms. Second, US big tech companies spearhead AI research, leveraging massive data sets, computing power, and talent, such as Google, OpenAI, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, NVIDIA, and Apple. These tech giants have access to massive computing resources, such as Google TPUs, Microsoft Azure Cloud. Further, they can integrate AI in real-world applications, such as search engines, social media, cloud computing, chatbots, autonomous vehicles, and many others. The US also leads in AI startup funding, backed by strong venture capital investment. AI-related startup investments in the US exceeded $100 billion in 2023. The US houses 60% of the world's AI startups, especially in Silicon Valley. Additionally, the US government actively supports AI research and regulation, balancing national security, innovation, and ethical considerations. Federal agencies such as DARPA, NSF, and NIH are actively supporting AI research. In 2019, President Trump signed an executive order to call for increased investment in AI research and development. In 2023, President Biden signed an executive order to promote innovation and competition while positioning the U.S. to lead in AI development. In 2025, President Trump announced Stargate, a joint venture between OpenAI, Oracle, SoftBank, and MGX that plans to invest up to $500 billion over the next 4 years to build up new data centers needed for the development of AI projects in the US. Moreover, the US dominates AI hardware development, providing the computing power needed for advanced AI, such as NVIDIA's GPU, Google's Tensor Processing Units, TPUs, Intel AI accelerators, Gaudi AI processors. Google's TPUs offer significant performance improvements for machine learning workloads compared to traditional CPUs and GPUs. They can deliver up to 15 to 30 times higher performance. Intel's Gaudi AI processors feature a specialized architecture optimized for AI workloads. Amazon Web Services, AWS, has integrated Gaudi processors into their offerings. Another advantage of America is its abundant talent pool. The Turing Award, often called the Nobel Prize of Computing, has overwhelmingly gone to AI researchers in America, such as John McCarthy and Marvin Minsky. I created a video titled, "Who is the Real Father of AI?" that explores the contributions of McCarthy and Minsky to AI. You can find the video on this channel. The 2023 Stanford AI Index report shows that over 60% of top-tier AI researchers work in the US. The Global AI Talent Tracker by Macropolo shows that in 2022, 57% of the world's top AI researchers work in US. Because of higher salary and better research environments, the US attracts many foreign talents by offering H-1B visas. Besides H-1B visas, major American AI tech giants such as Meta, Microsoft, OpenAI, Apple, and IBM can also absorb foreign talents by establishing research facilities worldwide, including in Europe, Canada, Israel, China, Japan, and other key regions. For example, Google acquired the leading UK AI startup DeepMind in 2014. This global presence allows these companies to directly recruit top AI talent in their respective countries, bypassing the uncertain process of securing H-1B visas for foreign professionals. Major Chinese technology firms such as Alibaba and ByteDance have been building AI teams outside China. However, the scale of China's foreign labs is much smaller than its US counterparts. US companies have a major advantage in global AI research due to their extensive international presence and strong research ecosystems in leading tech hubs worldwide. Despite its strengths, several weaknesses could hinder the US from advancing in AI. Let's explore them one by one. Unlike Europe, the US has no single, comprehensive federal AI law to regulate AI development and deployment. Instead, AI governance is fragmented across. AI firms must comply with different state laws, increasing complexity. Stringent ethical standards may slow down certain types of AI research and deployment. For instance, in 2021, Meta shut down its AI facial recognition system due to regulatory pressure over biometric privacy concerns. Another ethical issue is job displacement and social disruption. For example, the Hollywood writers' strike in 2023 demanded for limits on AI-written scripts, showing how AI threatens creative industries. Previously, I mentioned that the US attracts a large number of talented scientists and engineers from around the world. While this has been a key strength, relying too heavily on foreign talent could present challenges in certain situations. Consider these hypothetical scenarios. What if, during World War II, the majority of scientists and engineers in the US, particularly nuclear physicists, had been from Germany and Japan? Or, during the Cold War and the space race, if most of them had been from the Soviet Union? As an immigrant myself, I deeply appreciate the contributions of international talent and have no intention of promoting anti-immigrant sentiment. However, as global geopolitical dynamics become more complex, it is important to consider how such factors might impact the technological sector and long-term innovation in the US. According to Center for Security and Emerging Technology, in 2022, of all leading AI researchers in the United States, 70% were foreign-born or foreign-educated. The Global AI Talent Tracker shows a similar result. In 2022, 38% of top AI researchers in the US are of Chinese descent, and 37% are Americans. This is partly due to the fact that US education systems fail to equip students with a good math and science foundation for AI's R&D. One reason US research universities and big tech companies depend on foreign talent is the shortcomings in STEM education within the country. In the long run, this could impact America's ability to lead in advanced scientific research, including AI development. According to 2024 Program for the International Assessment of Adult Competencies, 34% of US adults possess math abilities that do not exceed primary school levels. This means they may find it challenging to perform tasks such as making inferences from texts, manipulating fractions, or applying spatial reasoning. Furthermore, the United States ranks 24th out of 31 industrialized countries in numeracy, highlighting a significant gap in mathematical proficiency compared to other nations. Only 2% of Americans scored the highest level of proficiency and were able to understand complex abstract mathematical and statistical information. Other international assessments also highlight a severe crisis in US STEM education. For instance, the 2023 Trends in International Mathematics and Science Study, TIMSS, reveals a significant decline in math scores among US students. Between 2019 and 2023, average math scores for fourth graders dropped by 18 points, while eighth graders saw an even steeper decline of 27 points. If this trend is not addressed, it raises serious concerns about whether these students will be adequately prepared for an AI-driven economy in the future. Former co-head of the Department of Government Efficiency, Vivek Ramaswamy, bluntly said, "Our American culture has venerated mediocrity over excellence for way too long, at least since the 90s and likely longer. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ or the jock over the valedictorian will not produce the best engineers." TSMC founder Morris Chang once shared a story to highlight the cultural differences between US and Taiwanese engineers. When a machine breaks down in a semiconductor fab at midnight, Taiwanese engineers will arrive by 1 a.m. to fix it, whereas American engineers would come the next day. US President Donald Trump claimed that Taiwan stole the semiconductor industry from the US. However, TSMC's success was built on hard work and innovation. Instead of addressing challenges such as work ethics and the decline in STEM education within the US, Trump shifted the blame to Taiwan, using it as a scapegoat. This approach could further slow America's progress in AI development. Despite intensifying competition, the US still has the upper hand in AI due to its unrivaled innovation ecosystem, corporate research power, and international talent acquisition. America's dominance in semiconductors, cloud computing, and AI research breakthroughs continues to set the global benchmark. The US still leads, but for how long? Sustaining this lead is not guaranteed. China's state-driven AI expansion, emphasis on STEM education, and willingness to bypass ethical constraints pose a serious challenge. If the US fails to address key weaknesses, such as its fragmented AI regulations, weak STEM education system, eroding work ethics, and reliance on foreign talent, it risks losing ground in the coming decades. To maintain its edge, the US must double down on AI research funding, streamline regulatory frameworks, invest in homegrown AI talent, and rebuild work ethics. The AI race is not just about technological supremacy, it is about shaping the future of the global economy, national security, and innovation. For now, the US leads, but the race is far from over. Do you think the US will win the AI race, or do you have a different perspective? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found the video informative, don't forget to like and share it. Also, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Thank you for watching.